Hello ladies and gentlemen, Panzer here and welcome back to the Wildlands, or Ghost Recon Wildlands to be specific, and today's video is about this beauty right here as we fly off into the misty sunset, or sunrise actually, misty morning over Bolivia. And this is the helicopter gunship. It's actually a Unidad helicopter. I don't believe the Santa Blanca cartel have had this at all. You can often see this when you get the Unidad patrol heat level up to about level 4 or so. So you can sometimes see this, and it is quite a dangerous piece of machinery. So, let's talk through specs. It is equipped with 2 rocket pods, as you can see under the wings there, which fire at a rate of 1 rocket each at the same time, every 1.5 to 2 seconds or so. So it's not a rapid firing rocket, not by any stretch of the imagination. And that's really just for game balancing, to prevent you from being able to saturate an area as you would be able to in real life. Now, those are fairly potent rockets there. They are quite effective. Their damage area, if you've ever been targeted by one of these before, you know, the splash area is roughly just a little bit larger than C4, but it has even more destructive capability. A single blast of these rockets will take out most unarmored vehicles on the ground with a single hit, and yeah, it's quite effective against groups. However, arguably the more effective weapon is the one that you see mounted on the front. That is a gun turret, and on this particular gunship, it functions pretty much the same way as the minigun on the Black Hawk or the Scout helicopter. At least for all intents and purposes it does. It might not be exactly the same weapon. It is a 3-barreled rotary after all, but that weapon there basically has the same sort of effective area and sort of damage as the minigun, and it does fire at a very, very fast rate and requires the same sort of spin-up time. So really, it is quite the dangerous helicopter. Now, we're just flying around in hover speed at the moment, and this helicopter is not particularly fast, but what it makes up for in speed, or rather what it lacks in speed, is what it makes up for in durability. Now, this helicopter, when I was fighting off the Unidad patrols, I saw this helicopter take a hit from a grenade launcher, and it's capable of surviving that. It is also capable of surviving small arms fire for quite a long period of time. So compared to the Scout helicopters and the Black Hawk, this can definitely take a fair few hits. And then it's also able to dish out. The only downside that this helicopter has is, well, it should be immediately apparent, there is only seating for 2. And that gun turret is operated by the person in the front, in the gunner's seat. So you can only carry 2 out of 4 team members. My AI teammates have fucked off into oblivion at the moment, so they do not exist right now. I'm just going to turn my HUD back on, so you can actually see what's happening around us. So you can see the speed that we're going at. It's just a little bit slower than the Scout helicopter, the MD-500 or AH-6 Little Bird, or whatever you wish to call it, that one right there, actually. It's slightly slower than that, but it is very, very maneuverable. It actually turns a lot faster than the Little Bird. However, it has a much larger rotor disc, so be careful of obstacles, because it is going to strike them quite hard, actually. You can actually see the turn rate like so, by just turning right now. It is actually much sharper than the little helicopter. So it is a very maneuverable helicopter. But yes, you can't carry your entire team with it, and good luck trying to get more than one of these, because they are a little bit hard to come by. They do spawn at Unidad bases. Now, I just want to point out where I found this one. This was found over here in Flor de Oro, which is just south of La Cruz and west of Malca, almost at the southeast point of the map, just west of Libertad, actually. So the base that I got it from is over here. It's a combat outpost belonging to Unidad. There's an intel cache there. It's guarded by A couple of fixed turrets and some snipers. Nothing too major. Just, you don't want to alert the base, because otherwise getting away is going to be quite difficult. This base also is home to a Unidad Blackhawk with miniguns, so if you want to get the rest of your team out that way, that's always possible. But otherwise, it is a two-man mission to do so. Now, to engage this base, dropping in on the eastern side of it, or rather western side in this case, just here, along this road, if you follow the river down, where my cursor is going, you follow the river down, and then hook to the left up to this area here, you'll see this curve in the road, and there's a couple of rocks here which you can use to access the base just behind this tower right here. So that will allow you to access the base, and the helicopter spawn should be on this helipad right here. So that's one place that you can get it from. There are other locations. Anywhere that seems to be able to spawn a Blackhawk with miniguns seems to be capable of spawning the gunship as well, but this was a base that uniquely had a Blackhawk and a gunship at once, so it was a base that had two helipads, which is, as far as I can tell, not particularly common, but I could be wrong about that. Now, of course, there are other places where this can spawn. One of the, I believe, Unidad prison camps also spawns this helicopter. So those are the places that you can get it. And now let's find out how well this thing actually performs. Now, just to the right of us over here, there is a little island, and just beyond that, there is actually an island base belonging to the cartel. So, I don't think they'll be expecting a gunship to attack them, but then again, I've been wrong before. So, let's have a look at how this thing performs against, well, the cartel. Just going to pitch down and see if we can get a bead with these rockets. And that's taken out that there. The base is now alert, but I don't think they have any SAM sites because, well, I didn't see any. And we're also not getting any lock-on tone, so we should be safe for now. So we're going to launch these rockets off. The AI doesn't appear to know how to use the turret, unfortunately, so this could be a nasty few seconds for us. I can't seem to order him to assault either, so that's one downside of using this with AI. Now, if you have a solo teammate, or rather a multiplayer teammate, rather, to co-op with, this would actually be a far more effective weapon. So we're going to drop off these rockets here, and I think what we can do is let's just back away from the rebels for now. They're sending in reinforcements. There is a helicopter coming in, and I think they've seen us, so we're going to do some evasion here. Or maybe we can actually fight this helicopter. Let's try that instead. So they're coming head on. I'm going to fire off the rockets, and we just narrowly missed it there. He does have a gunner on the side there, but we seem to be outrunning him just slightly. And I think as far as small arms fire goes, we should actually be quite alright evading them, so I don't think we're going to have to worry too much about these guys, but I really don't want to be in an extended fight in the air for too long, so there we go, and that helicopter is down. I made it look like I planned that. That was actually a complete stroke of luck. Anyway, so there's the rebels down there. We're going to drop in over here and see if we can demonstrate the effectiveness of that minigun, because unfortunately I don't have a teammate available with me right now to try this out, so we're going to try and do some long-range work with it instead, and I can kind of show you the limitations of the turret. There we go. Nice and gently down. Let's get out, and of course the AI teammates will spawn around the place. You okay, Weaver? You're okay. Right, let's get into the gunner seat here. And unlike most helicopters that we've seen so far, the gunship has a crosshair, which is actually very, very useful indeed. So we can actually fire off, strangely enough, not too much noise. I think this might actually be a sound bug. We can hear the gun spinning up, but we can't hear the actual shots, which is a bit strange. So I'm going to just fire off into the distance there. We can actually see the hit markers there. I don't think we're going to actually hit anything. You can see over time the spread does get a little bit insane, so you do have to slow it down a little bit. But overall, it is a fairly effective weapon. Just seeing how this goes. So I'm just going to let it stop spinning for a moment and see how that affects the spread. It does take a little bit of time to start the spread going again. But yeah, overall, that seems to be a weapon that will be a lot more effective. Unfortunately, I can't demonstrate it just yet, but maybe in future I will be able to. But there you go, that's the Unidad helicopter gunship. It is just a very quick video showing you what this thing is capable of. Now, I hope maybe I will be able to get some multiplayer footage recorded and show you just how effective this really is with actual humans, but that will be for another video for another time. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, and of course subscribe if you are new to the channel, and comment down below what you would like to see in the next video. Now, I have looked at basic helicopter flight already on the channel, but if you want to see more vehicles, vehicle locations, walkthroughs, guides, or anything of the sort, comment down below with what you'd like to see, and I might pick one of your suggestions for a future video. My name is Panzer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.